Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap, and I'm going to do a Christmas soap today. So I'm going to do the typical white, green, and red. So for the whites, titanium dioxide, which will be the bulk of it. For the green, I'm using pine mica from Be Scented. For the red, what else would I be using for Christmas red other than Trial by Fire by Nurture Soap? The white will be the majority, and then I'll drop swirl it in and then take my hangers and swirl it. I'm going to scent this with Nurture Soap's Mad About Mint, which is a favorite. I am doing something different today. Here are my oils. I'm wondering if I can use the heat transfer method. I've never done it before. I've seen a lot of you do it. The reason I have rejected doing it is I don't use butters in mine. Butters are really hard, like actually solid hard and hard to melt. And they can take that, but I use 2/3 palm oil and 2/3 coconut oil. And coconut's a fairly soft oil, and palm's a fairly soft oil. And of course, as you know, palm oil has to be melted first before you use it. Until now. Crafter's Choice has what they call a scoopable palm oil, which means when it's poured into the container that's going to be shipped to your home, it's a fairly thick slurry that has all the fatty acids suspended in it while it solidifies, so you can scoop it straight out of the container and not have to melt it. So we're going to try it. The thing is, it's still a relatively soft oil, not like the hard butters, but we are going to see. So let's just try and see what happens. That's the reason I'm doing a really simple pour today, because this may be too hot, and I'm using a fragrance I know that behaves well. So here we go. This will probably take quite some time, so I'll get started and then I'll speed it up. And I'm not used to using scalding hot lye. I'm used to using lye, about 80 degrees. Whew, that is hot. That container is hot. But let's start the process and see how long this takes. And then we'll see what the final temperature is when I'm ready to soap. I'll speed it up right now. Now let's see what our final temperature is. 99 still, so yeah, that's a little warm. I thought it was 94 at one point. Nope, 99, so that's a little hot for me, which I knew, but I could also experiment by putting some ice in the lye water so it's not as hot when it goes in, so we'll see. But this is a simple soap, going to be a fast pour, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't stick blend this. It's relatively blended by stirring it by hand for so long, but let's try this again. Give it a quick buzz with the stick blender. Alright, let's try this again. So these will be my 2 accents. Which will be our red Trial by Fire. and our white with titanium dioxide. Just give these a quick buzz. They're both mixed in water. And I'm just about to goof. I'm not focusing today. I don't know what's the matter. Probably just late in the day and I'm tired. I'm about to put the white where the green is supposed to be. Alright, now we have our accents properly in the proper containers. And here's that beautiful red. Look at that, isn't that fantastic? And then our white goes into the big one. Quick buzz, and then we'll be ready to pour, get our fragrance in it. Despite the temperature, it's holding up pretty well. But I know this fragrance behaves, so I'm not too terribly worried, and that's the reason I chose this particular pour, because it's a quick one, a quick, easy one. I really think that we could give that a quick hit without a problem. Just a quick one. And we're ready to pour. So into our mold, I'm going to put most of the white. And then drop our accents in. And look at that, all the way to the end, it stayed pourable. to smooth that out with our white. Okay, I'm going to give that a few minutes to set up and thicken a little bit, and then I'm going to work on the top, so I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I bet y'all think I forgot to do the hanger swirl, and actually you're right, I did, but I remembered off camera. This has taken forever to set up. It's been probably 5 minutes and it's still jiggly, but I think it'll hold its shape now. So that's good to know that with a well-behaving fragrance, I can do the heat transfer method. That is really good to know. And this gold is Nurture Soap's Shimmer Gold mixed in oil. And then just some poppy seeds across the top, and I think I just made it worse. I think I should have just left the top as it is. I could have put some gold on it, but oh well. Can't change it now. A little squirt of alcohol to prevent soda ash, and I'll let it sit for about 5 minutes and squirt again, but here we go. This was, I do believe, a successful experiment. I'll let that heat up and I'll see you tomorrow for the cut. Okay, it's time to cut our soap, and overall the pour went really well, so I'm really glad to know that I can use the heat transfer method, at least in some instances. And got the nice gold on the top, and this fragrance just smells fantastic. So let's cut in and see what we have on the inside. I wish this had gotten a little brighter. I'm always amazed. I put a whole tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon of TD in. It's still not as white as I'd like for it to be. And that heat transfer took me about 7 minutes to melt everything. So yeah, our colors turned out nice, especially that red. That red's just amazing. So let's cut some bars from each and see what we have. Very nice. And let's try some from the other bar. Should be the same, but doesn't mean it will be. Yeah, they're similar, very similar. And I will finish these off camera, but other than wanting the brighter white, I'm overall pretty happy with these. Especially since I was experimenting and I was soaping at 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm really pleased with this batch and pleased to know that I can do the heat transfer method, at least in some instances. And that's what I have this week, and I'll see y'all next week. So thanks for watching. Take good care of yourselves, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye, everybody.